standing by with Jim Gray.
All right. Thank you very much. Canelo, congratulations. This was an onslaught where you systematically and methodically were able to destroy him. From your vantage point, how would you assess your performance?
No, I did good. You know, now what they gonna say? I fight younger fighters? Before they say I fight older fighters. Now what they gonna say? He say he respect me. I'm his idol. And he respect me so much, and he feel bad the way he act, because he knows in that way. But you know, he did good.
You got angry during the fight, didn't you, with some of those tactics? You were angry.
You know, with adrenaline, I get a little angry. I'm Mexican, man.
And to do this on Mexican Independence Day, you've kind of established this as your day to fight, this in Cinco de Mayo. What does it mean to do this and to have this victory over a Puerto Rican fighter?
Means a lot. I feel great. I feel grateful. It's an honor for me to represent my country in this day, in those days. Mexican independence. I feel proud about it. I'm grateful with the people support me. And some people say you don't love me, but guess what? You are here to support me. So, ¡Viva México, cabrones!
Canelo, how are you able to manage to connect on 50% of your power punches?
My experience, my talent, my hard work, my intelligence, everything together. Because if you have a talent and you don't have discipline, you have nothing. If you have talent, if you have discipline and you don't have talent, you have nothing the same. So you need to combine both and hard work.
Did you think this fight would be over in the third round when you knocked him down?
Could be, but you know, Eddie is a time he slows me down every time I do that kind of things and fight smarter, and you know, works, and I did a great show for my people, and I feel grateful about it, and I feel good.
It's always inevitable that we look forward, so everybody's going to start looking forward to Cinco de Mayo. Mm-hmm. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to rest, enjoy my family right now, and then I'm going to decide.
All right. Congratulations. Please speak to the fans in Spanish, please.
Hey, gracias a todos por venir aquí. Gracias por su apoyo. Mucha gente dice que no podemos, pero somos los que más podemos, cabrones. ¡Viva México!
Do you feel as though Las Vegas is your home as well?
It's my second home, but Las Vegas es la segunda casa también de todos los mexicanos. Aquí celebramos al 100%. El mundo es de los mexicanos porque estamos en todos lados. ¡Viva México! ¿Verdad?
Congratulations.
Síguele echando ganas, cabrón, Síguele echando ganas.
Please translate.
Lo hiciste bien. Hey, keep going. You're a great fighter. Keep going. Keep working. Keep busy in the boxing. Working, train, fight a lot, and you're gonna be champion. But keep focused, my friend. Huh? You're young.
You're a great champion. Thank you, Canelo.
Thank you.
Edgar, you're a tough guy. Got your family in here. How would you assess your performance here? He systematically and methodically was able to take it to you. How do you feel you did?
You know, first and foremost, I want to give all glory to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him I wouldn't be here. You know, I want to thank the fans that came out. Los mexicanos, los puertorriqueños, te amo mucho. Lo amo muchísimo. And we did a, big performance, man. You know, I'm upset, because at the end of the day I'm a winner. But I fought a legend tonight, man, and hopefully this is the mark today of me becoming a future legend representing Puerto Rico.
How did you manage to keep coming back for more, and seemingly at times even taunting Canelo after losing an exchange?
Because, I was in the fight, we fighters, man, and, fighters, we to throw each other off their game. I know that I was in there, I took his best shot, I believe in the third round. I got dropped, came back, and that was the best he gave me. So I said, you know what, I can hold these punches, man, and return it.
What was your thought process in always going into the corner?
Just give more, a lot more jabs. I could have did a lot more, you know, but I was in there with a legend, man, you know, so my hats off go to him and the whole Mexico. You know, I love Mexicans, man. That's like my second home. You know, I got a lot of friends and family that live in Mexico, and I love my Mexican fans, man. They're everything to me, you know.
Finally, from your perspective, what did you say to Canelo in this long conversation that you had?
Oh, man, I was telling him that he's my idol, and it sucks that before I even get to speak to him, you know, usually fighters get to have an interaction before they fight, and it was just we got the fight and we signed the contract, you know, but in that next exchange, I was just telling him that he's my idol, you know, since I was a kid. I always looked up to him, you know, and I felt kind of bad that, you know, we had to give bad blood to each other for the first time meeting. You know, usually I like to, you know, give thanks because I looked up to him, you know, I watched him growing up, you know, when I was an amateur, going into the pros, you know, and I just want to thank him for the opportunity, you know. He's at that level where he could pick and choose his fighters, you know, he's a king, so he went and chose a Puerto Rican fighter, you know, and I just want to give thanks to him for that, man. I humbly say that, you know. Thank you, Team Canelo. Lo amo los mexicanos, que viva México y que viva Puerto Rico, puñeta. Lo amo los mexicanos mucho. And, you know, this is their weekend, so we got to give them thanks, you know, because we're on their side, their territory, but I'm a fighter, you know, I always say that. I got a little bit Mexican in my system, in my blood, man.
Thank you very much. You're a tough guy with a big future. Appreciate it, Edgar.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you, guys. I want to thank my team, Team Berlanga. I want to thank Team Canelo, you know, for giving us this opportunity, man, you know, because he's a king. So he won't give anybody the opportunity. You know, he gave me a young, strong fighter and a Puerto Rican. So I just want to say thank you to him for that.
Thank you. All right, Mauro, back down to you.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. So for Canelo Alvarez, drops his last 4 opponents, unable to finish them. He's now 5-0 with 2 knockouts against undefeated opponents at 168 pounds. And while he dropped Berlanga, it's now 6 straight decisions for Canelo, a career high. But you know what? It was 11 years ago today. The 23-year-old Canelo took on an all-time great in Floyd Mayweather. He was the student. But tonight, it was Professor Canelo handing out lessons in pain. Canelo remains king. Mexican Independence Day weekend in Las Vegas.
Oh, she flipped her.
See, there it is again.
That counter right hook that she has is excellent.
Alexa better exit whenever she throws. I did a telestrator earlier on Alexa Grasso and spoke of how she was entering, landing, and getting back to space. This time she stayed in range and she's paid for it.
Grasso came out southpaw in their first meeting at UFC 285. She will switch up her stances.
Oh, what a jab by Shevchenko.
Great start.
You've got to think that the determination of Shevchenko coming into this third fight has got to be off the charts. She was so dominant for so long. Beautiful takedown.
Beautiful level change there by the former champion. Got it right to the hips of Alexa Grasso. Secured that takedown with not much effort. Those are going to be huge.
Huge. A lot of pundits were expectant that Shevchenko would lean on the wrestling heavily tonight. She gets a takedown early.
But she's so physically strong for 125 pounds.
And the fact that she's had a lot of success in their first 2 fights with takedowns. When she was winning the second fight, she was using takedowns. When she was winning fight number 1, she used a lot of takedowns. She's got to find ways to get this fight to the ground and not use much energy while doing it.
Grasso trying to get to a hip as we cross the midpoint of round 1.
It looks like she's trying to get her feet inside the butterfly and create space. But Shevchenko.
Oh, she's throwing a triangle attempt. Oh, the legs are crossed. This is not good. This is a dangerous position.
Oh!
Dry. Armbar. Valentina is in trouble here.
She's got to get that lock. She's got to get her hands on
Got to be very careful. Those legs are strong and dry. Right? Very little sweat right now. A lot of friction. dangerous position for Valentina. She's out.
This is huge for the champ, though. At least she lets Valentina know that by taking her down, there's danger on the ground. It's not something she did effectively in the first 2 fights.
And Valentina right now has not done much damage while she's been on top. She's been defending, landing small shots, but nothing big.
Grasso controlling that right arm and thereby posture here. Referee Mark Smith allowing the athletes to work, which we like. Nice job by Shevchenko maintaining position. 1 minute to go, round 1.
Careful that guillotine. Gotta be careful of that arm. That's clamping down. A lot of time here, she's out. But Grasso's, she's attacking from the bottom.
Grasso needs to take these attempts, though, and use them as a way for her to get back to her feet.
Yes.
When Valentina has to defend triangle, has to defend guillotine, she needs to be creating space to find her way back up. Because otherwise, Shevchenko will control her for the entirety of this fight.
That's a big shot by Shevchenko. The first
nice
real good blow that she's landed from the top. She's trying to pass. Alexa trying to stand up. Good job by Valentina. She moves in a full mount. And now she's got the back.
Great grappling from Shevchenko to take round 1.
Stop. Valentina, watch your head.
Continue to breathe. Breathe deep, Alexa. I want you to breathe deeply. This is what she's going to try to do, okay? You saw it? Diego. Listen, you can't get desperate, okay? You don't have to get accommodated down there as well. I want you to be more. I want you to attack more from the bottom.
Take a look at some of the action from round 1. There's a nice right hand by Valentina Shevchenko. And here she times this takedown perfectly, gets the trip.
Riyadh Season No Shade UFC is presented by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC. We are inside Sphere in Las Vegas, round 2 here to decide the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship.
Not to be hard on Alexa Grasso, she didn't get much done positive that round outside of the submissions. On the feet, Valentina was the one landing the counter shots. On the bottom, she got controlled. Alexa Grasso needs to change something, and she needs to change it right now.
Fair critique to be sure. Seemed like the Grasso corner wants more activity if and when she gets put on her back. But she'd like to avoid that fate here in round 2.
For sure. And with every defended takedown, her confidence to let her hands go will be greater.
Coach Dean Thomas, go ahead.
Yeah, DC, she definitely has to do something different, and I believe it's going first. She allowed Shevchenko to go first in that first round. And what Shevchenko did was she was able to beat her to the punch, and then when she got her beat her to the punch, she was able to easily take her down just like this because Shevchenko was going first. Alexa Grasso has to establish herself on the feet by going first.
She's setting up an omoplata here. Good elbows from the bottom by the champion.
Her corner told her, don't get too settled on the ground. Right now, her locking her guard, that's settling in for some time on your back. I've seen athletes at times literally almost rush to get back to their feet. I think that if you're a striker of the level of Alexa, you've got to find a way back up.
Spent a lot of time with Diego Lopez, right? Increasingly an offensive submission threat, but not much resistance from Grasso on the 2 takedown attempts from Shevchenko thus far.
And Shevchenko is using these to secure rounds.
Yep.
And I would also say Grasso, for all of her striking accolades, is still in search of her first UFC knockout or TKO.
Valentina corner is telling her patient. She's got 3 minutes, plenty of time. Control her if you find the submission taken, but don't rush because they do not want to lose this position.
Alexa should be fighting for the underhook on her right side, where she has the half guard established. Now the half guard's actually on the other leg. She's kind of barely got a half guard here. Good job of using the butterfly, though.
Yes, you can see that early in the round one. She was trying to get those butterflies, the butterfly hooks in, to try and find a way out. But
she's threatening again with this triangle and the armbar.
Yep, she's on this armbar quite a bit.
Yeah, this is not a good position for Valentina. Alexa has very strong legs and really good at securing submissions.
It's in now. It's tight now.
Yeah, she's in trouble here.
Oh my goodness.
She snapped out of it. Nicely done.
She
nicely
just
done.
shrugged her off.
Just snapped it down and into side control. And she's using that forearm on the neck well.
I don't know if I've ever seen that defense before. That's what you get when you train all around the world, right? And you continue to get better at everything by having different training partners.
Yeah, just excellent timing too. She spun to the back once more, but she doesn't have the hooks.
This is an out for Alexa Grasso here. She's got to find that underhook, Joe. There it is.
There it is.
Yep.
Nicely done.
All right, so Pat, upright with under 90 seconds to go in round two.
Oh my goodness, she got taken down again.
Oh, look at the butterfly though. Almost reversed it there.
Well, you know clearly what Valentina Shevchenko wants to do tonight. It'll be on Alexa Grasso to defend takedowns.
Right. Now, Alexa's moved to the body triangle from the guard, which is definitely a defensive position. Very few submissions available with the body triangle from the guard. She's just holding her there. Now she's trying to set something up.
Careful, she's on the ground.
Right, that. Look at that. Right back into side control again. Oh, look at this. Triangle from the bottom. Triangle and attacking the arm at the same time.
Oh, that's tight. She can go Kimura here. Yep.
Alexa Grasso really threatening from her back.
I've never seen her like this on her back before.
Great composure from Shevchenko. The head is out.
She's out, but the arm's still in.
She needs to attack the other arm, though.
Yeah.
Let that Kimura arm go and attack the other one.
But she is very dangerous off of her back.
I've never seen her look this good off her back.
Well, I guess she probably anticipated she was going to be in this position, right? Valentina's known for taking people down.
But she's down 2-0.
2-0.
As good as she's looked off her back, she's still down 2-0.
Yes.
Respira.
Breathe, Alexa. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Listen, those were her rounds. The last one, the next ones are all your rounds. Listen, you have to listen to Diego now. You have to listen. Listen, we're getting the position.
Будь внимательна. Все получается нормально, но будь внимательна. И на руках, и на ногах ее тоже переигрывает. Смотри только на срывах, когда она срывается.
Just be careful when she's launching in. Give us some water.
Пожалуйста. Все нормально.
Everything's all right. Everything's cool.
Собрано. Руки
Just
нигде не
collect
оставляй,
yourself.
понятно?
Don't
Ноги
leave your
нигде не
hands
оставляй.
hanging.
Acknowledging that bottom work of Grasso. Unofficially, she's only
Even bother with that anymore. I don't even bother with it. Like, it's over, bro. Like, it's just there. It's unexplained. explain them.
Yeah, I have a mug that says white belt tears, but I still think I've seen 3 submission attempts from Grasso.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's just like, how deep were they?
Yeah.
But that triangle Kimura combination, that was pretty deep.
Even that the second arm bar was deep.
Yeah, it was pretty deep.
When she shrugged her off. Ooh.
Fast hands from Shevchenko as Grasso entered.
Shevchenko, that right hand is educated.
Valentina looks sharp tonight.
Yeah, she really does.
Grasso just 9 of 57, hitting on 16% of her significant strikes.
Nice head kick there by Valentina.
Shevchenko has been supremely efficient on the feet tonight.
Shevchenko looking again for that right high kick off the front leg.
Alexa it just seems like she's confused.
Yes.
It doesn't really know how to attack or approach Valentina Shevchenko tonight.
Oh, nice knee there by the Muay Thai fighter Shevchenko.
Oh, good kick to the body in the middle of that exchange by Valentina.
First takedown that Grasso's been able to stuff there.
Grasso's got to let her hands go, and she's got to kick more. Right, one of the things she did very well in fight 1 was she threw a lot of kicks. That was a good combination there by the champion.
But another good right hand by Valentina. That right hook she's throwing off the lead on. Look at that. Beautiful timing there again.
You know, I credited Alexa Grasso for her hand placement. How she's always in great position with her hands. But because she's in such great position with her hands, she can't rush them down to defend her legs because they're so high. So Valentina's beating her to her hips every single time.
Valentina's looking for an arm triangle. She keeps using that head as a lever to push that right arm up. See how she's doing it now?
Yep.
But she's trapped in the half guard. So she's going to have to get out of that half guard to try to actually secure the submission. She's getting very close, though.
Yes, she is.
She lost it again, though.
She's got to shove that arm
She's rushing it, though. But really, what she needs to do is get out of the half guard before she can really do that.
I think that she's okay making sure she has control.
Yeah, but
she doesn't want to lose Alexa.
But she's really worked. Oh, look at that. Right, a beautiful flow into mount. But Alexa did a great job of getting those butterflies engaged. Look at that. Right away, back to guard. That was pretty incredible because she was fully mounted there for about a half of a second.
She's well trained. Alexa's well trained and ready to fight. I just think that she spent so much time preparing to fight off of her back that she's almost accepting of being on her back to try to find a submission, when in reality, she needs to get up.
Right, and as the fight goes on, the submissions up the back become less and less likely.
Yep.
Valentina's just muscling her.
Yeah, frustration setting in for Grasso here. 40 seconds to go, round 3. It has been all challenger.
Good shots by Valentina.
The last time we saw Valentina use this heavy a wrestling grappling approach was against Jessica Andrade. Because Andrade was supposed to be this great wrestler that was going to take her down, and she dominated her on the ground. Tonight is very reminiscent of that, where she's spending the vast majority of this fight in top position. I mean, the control time right now.
Beautiful flow. Look at that beautiful flow to the back again. Look at that. Just beautiful. The way she's flowing. Very, very impressive stuff by Valentina.
You breathe deep right now. Just breathe deep. Listen, you don't frustrate yourself, okay? Don't get frustrated. So I want you to breathe deep right now. Breathe deep. This is becoming a very boring fight. Okay? Listen, there's nothing else to do. You have to finish it. Okay? Listen, can you take her down? Okay, you got it. You have.
Сейчас она будет пытаться что-то
She's
сделать.
going to try to do
пытаться.
something, you understand? She's going to try
Пожалуйста, будь
everything.
грамотно. Если ты
Just
заходишь
be
на что-то,
educated. If you
то
see
это
that you're
надо
putting a
чуть-чуть
submission
пораньше
in,
делать, но
you
не
have to
теряй
do
ее.
it
Хорошие
quickly.
позиции,
Don't
не
lose her.
теряй,
Just get
не
your
теряй
position and
хорошие
don't
позиции.
lose the good
Будь
position.
внимательна, не
Just
спеши никуда.
pay attention. Don't rush.
Well, Alexa Grasso seems relaxed, certainly seems in shape, but a little bit frustrated given the way the first 15 minutes have gone. Now, if you go back to their first meeting at UFC 285, March 2023,
All right, ladies, fourth
Shevchenko
round.
did
Fights
win
on.
rounds 2 and 3 on all 3 cards and then succumb to the face crank in round 4. We'll see if Grasso can rally and make this fight a little bit less one-sided than it's been thus far.
Well, Grasso needs a finish.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yep, she does.
Or 2 very dominant rounds.
Valentina's fought so well, though. It's hard to imagine that she's going to allow for Alexa to build that much momentum. I think she has a better chance of forcing action, hopefully force a mistake from Shevchenko and try to get a finish.
Well, the only thing that could change it is a big shot. Like a big shot by Alexa that drops Valentina and then gets her at 10-8 round.
Guillotine here.
Oh,
tight. That's much tighter than the other ones. She's got to pull her into full guard here.
This is very tight, very tight.
Well, she's got to adjust her angle. If she doesn't get her angle adjusted, it looks like Valentina's head's ready to pop out.
I don't know. It really depends on the hand placement. It's an arm in guillotine, which is a little harder to finish.
That looks tight.
It's harder to finish the arm in. And she's leaning back as opposed to going up on the back of the neck. The arm in guillotine, the best way to finish it is to actually,
mounted. Now that's tight. Now that's tighter.
Oh,
but
she's
mounted. She should have stayed on top.
Shevchenko says she's fine.
I mean, she's punching her so soft. If you're Grasso, you want to get back into that mounted guillotine.
Yeah, those punches mean nothing.
Grasso.
She's trying to grab the hands. She's separating the hands.
She should be fighting the hands and don't worry about these little punches.
I think there's not that much pressure right now. I think Valentina recognizes that Alexa's arms are kind of gassed out here because she seems okay.
Yeah, seems like Alexa maybe is releasing some of the pressure.
It's out.
There it is. Shevchenko is out under 3 minutes to go, round 4.
And then Alexa Grasso immediately goes to the defensive body triangle again from the guard.
Can't get up there.
Right, can't get up and can't submit.
Dean Thomas, what do you have, sir?
I know it's unpopular to fight up from your back, but it's moments like that that suggest that it's not that bad of an idea, but it requires a special amount of mastery in order to be effective at it. And I'm just not sure Alexa Grasso has that mastery in all the positions of being off her back to be effective in this fight.
Grasso,
very good point.
A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, certainly gaining confidence in that realm every day, training alongside Diego Lopez. But she's a boxer, and she's 10 of 84 tonight on her significant strike attempts.
And even with the submission attempts, it's very difficult to give her this round.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though she's the one who came the closest to finishing the fight, she didn't finish the fight, and she's being controlled. And all Valentina has to do to make up that is a few good elbows.
Right.
The one thing, if I'm critiquing Valentina, she has been too focused on...
There it is.
There it is, arm triangle.
There it is. She flew right into that. Beautiful job by Valentina. She's too high right now.
She
but
settles her weight back. Now it'll start to get tighter. Nope, she's too high. Lost her.
But she still mounted her. Now she's in half guard. I think she went back to half guard for better control, to stop the bucking. But she's clearly looking for that arm triangle. She's working towards it, especially with that right arm.
Right as I was about to critique her favoring so much control. Because tonight it's been a lot of control
there it is again.
For the bullet. She should start looking to finish this fight now.
She's looking for that arm triangle, and she's in half guard now. Excuse me, side control now.
Longtime head coach Pavel Fedotov watching intently as Shevchenko continues her domination. Less than a minute to go, round 4.
Right shoulder pressure, yes!
I mean, this is 4 rounds in the bank for the challenger if she can continue this for the next 35 seconds. pretty impressive.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
might not be the most exciting fight, but very impressive for Valentina.
Yeah, she came in with a clear game plan. She has executed to near perfection, realized a lot of success on the feet as well.
Crucifix. Oh, boy. This gets interesting. If she can get off some elbows here, this gets interesting.
Seconds are going to run out here in round 4. All Shevchenko through 20.
Wow.
Grasso looks frustrated. Her coach even told her last round, don't get frustrated.
This is the last round. Is that right? You have to use boxing. Listen, it doesn't matter where you went right now. You just listen. It's all you. Listen, it's one round. You listen. You can continue to do it. Always, all go for it. Use your hands. Continue to go forward all around. Listen, even if she gets you, you have to get out of there. You have to, Diego. Listen. Whenever she gets on top of you, you just have to get out of there and continue to punch her. Okay? This is your round. You have to use your hands. Use your hands.
Round 5 is brought to you by Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the official electric trimmer of UFC. Visit manscaped.com now. We will see if Alexa Grasso can pull something out or if Valentina Shevchenko resumes the throne. Inside leg kick for Shevchenko. You might have heard Francisco Grasso talk to his niece about getting her boxing going. We'll see the extent to which she can here over the final 4.5.
Very strong message from the Grasso corner. They told her she's got to let it all go. I mean, there is no more time. You got 5 minutes to make something happen, or your belt is gone.
She's come very close a couple of times with submissions. That might be her best hope.
Yeah, was last round, though, was that her last best chance to submit Valentina? Because that guillotine at times looked like it was starting to get pretty tight.
It did, but Valentina's head never really got red, and it didn't really look like Alexa was straining the arms that much. I don't think she wanted to gas herself out. She might not have had the energy to close it. The guillotine is such a strength move. It's a technique move, but it really requires a lot of strength, too.
Well, especially when you've been taken down for 4 rounds.
And especially the arm-in guillotine.
Yeah.
But she did use it to reverse her and got on top.
Grasso able to thwart that takedown offering, but Shevchenko's been the far better striker tonight.
I mean, that number you said, Grasso was 11.
Champ, she's 13 of 100.
13 of 100. That's a crazy number.
Look at this, though. Grasso's got the clinch.
Jason Andrade.
Oh, look at this!
Into the mount. Armbar now is a chance. Oh, she missed it. There was a chance for the armbar there.
Nice urgency by Shevchenko defensively.
Could you imagine the memories that must have went through her head right then?
Oh, my goodness.
Under 3 minutes to go. Shevchenko seemingly back in control after securing her 6th takedown.
Shevchenko's trying to take her back now.
She's too high.
Some appreciable swelling under the left eye of Grasso, who has about 2.5 minutes.
Nice combination.
To pull something out.
Look at that takedown again.
One of the bigger issues is she wraps over the top. Every time Valentina gets to her legs, she tries to wrap and hug. You got to get your hands between you and your opponent.
Nearly 3 full rounds of ground control time, 6 takedowns. Total strike percentage, 81% lands. Shevchenko really turning back the clock, turning in a vintage performance tonight.
Yeah, clearly all she has to do here is hang on.
Yeah, but you know, watching this and watching how dominant Valentina has been in this fight, it makes you feel and understand why she was like an 8-1 favorite in the first fight.
Right.
It seems as though she's fighting the fight that she was intending to fight the very first time these two women fought each other. And Alexa Grasso has just not been able to get going the entire time.
You got to be careful of that left arm.
I'll be very interested to see what Alexa says after.
Yeah.
In terms of what she was thinking and feeling inside the octagon tonight.
Well, if you're Manal Fior, this is the exact result you needed. Domination on one side. She has bided her time and deserves a championship opportunity.
Well, just make sure that they don't run it back again.
They won't.
Right? We saw that with Figueiredo and Moreno for a while, but after this type of performance, they're 1-1-1, and I don't know that people will be pining to see them fight again.
Well, especially after such a dominant performance by Valentina. This is not a close fight. Even though Alexa's had her moments and had her opportunities, this is mostly a Valentina Shevchenko victory. She shot again. Valentina's just determined to win these exchanges.
I mean, that's the word. Women's flyweight division is ripe with talent. Of course, Rose Namajunas has firmly injected her name into the mix. Fior, though, here as the backup.
Arm triangle again. She's taking the back. Look at this. Wow.
And that is a personal best. 8 takedowns secured. We will hear and new shortly as Valentina Bullet Shevchenko turns in one of the better performances of her 17-fight UFC career. The women's flyweight title is headed back to Kyrgyzstan unless we receive the most wayward scorecards in UFC history.
I mean, this was the fight. The entirety of the fight was Valentina Shevchenko in control early. It was the striking. Her countering ability was back. In fight one, Alexa Grasso did not get countered. This fight, she got countered, and then when she did enter, she got taken down. She had a few opportunities to try and get submissions, but Valentina was hip to it. And in the grappling, Valentina Shevchenko showed that she's better. But I think it was the little effort in winning the small battles is what allowed for her to recapture her championship.
All right, tonight's UFC milestones are brought to you by True Classic. Head over to True Classic's Instagram and comment Noche UFC to get free store credit tonight only. We go inside the numbers. They are flattering on the Shevchenko side. Significant strike advantage pronounced. Takedowns landed 8 on 12 attempts and nearly 3 full rounds of ground control time for the former UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, taking part in her 11th straight title fight tonight. And in a matter of moments, she will be belted again with the world title. All right, official decision is brought to you by Hart Tools with over 800 quality tools to maintain your home, yard, and car, available at Walmart. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision. And new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina Shevchenko.
Congratulations, champ. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, and once again, champion Valentina Shevchenko. It's been such a journey for you to get back your title and to do it in such a dominant fashion. Tell us what's going through your mind right now.
I don't know. It's just so huge. It's like dream come true, fighting in the sphere. This, like all this of you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for enjoying the show, for being part of UFC family. martial arts family, and really, really appreciate all of you. Much love. Thank you.
The last fight was so close, and many people thought you had done enough to win. Does that make this fight even more satisfying to you?
Everything about this fight is more satisfying. Venue number one, event, of course, and I want to say thank you to UFC, thank you to Dana White, thank you to Hunter Campbell for everything what they are doing for us fighters. It's really like, I appreciate from all my heart.
What adjustments did you make in this third fight, and what did you see? What was the game plan coming in here that was different?
Game plan just goes there and fight till the end. So yeah, do everything to win the fight. But I also want to say muchas gracias para todos mis fanáticos por su amor, por su apoyo, porque siempre me brindan su amor infinito y los amo de verdad, de todo mi corazón, de mi querida Perú, de toda Latinoamérica. Felicito por Día de la Independencia de México. Es su fiesta, es una muy grande fiesta. Estuve 4 semanas en El Paso con nuestro amigo Armando de Zen Martial Arts entrenando. También quiero mandar muchos saludos para mis amigos de México, de todas partes de México. Muchas gracias. И также хочу сказать спасибо большое всем моим болельщикам, всем, кто меня поддерживает, моему родному солнечному Кыргызстану. Я вас всех люблю, обнимаю и надеюсь, очень скоро увидимся. И one more. Kopunka, Kontai, Tukonti, Taige Muay Thai Chana, Talot Bai, Kopunka, Tikan Pruni, Tikan Mai, Kopunaka.
Valentina, you were such a dominant champion for so long. I know how frustrating it was for you to be outside and to be looking at Alexa holding your title. Congratulations on an amazing performance, and congratulations on once again being the champion of the world.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Alexa, to her team, because I think this rivalry, what we had with such a crazy results like winning, draw, now winning my side, it's kind of like what people wanted to see from female martial arts. Not this high from trash talking, but a lot of respect to each other. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, your team. I think this rivalry is going to stay for the history forever.
Congratulations. Valentina Shevchenko, ladies and gentlemen.
The Renaissance woman, Valentina Shevchenko, speaking all of her languages there with Joe Rogan. And if you did have Shevchenko by decision, the payout on DraftKings Sportsbook, plus 165. 7 times she successfully defended her women's flyweight championship. And now, about a year and a half after losing the belt via face crank to Alexa Grasso, Shevchenko has restored order. She now has the target back on her shoulders. His Excellency Turkala Sheikh with us here for Noche UFC, also with us. Kendrick Lamar. That looks like Terrence Bud Crawford to me. The Iceman Chuck Liddell is with us here for Noche UFC. Oh, Chris Brown is with us here tonight. Good to have him Octagon side for this special live event. Also with us, the UFC strawweight champion, Zhang Weili. Kelly Slater with us as well. He does not look like Alex Poatan Pineda. And there he is. Always the loudest pop guy. He headlines UFC 307 next month on October 5th. What a moment for Valentina Shevchenko. And perhaps it'll be Manon Fiorot next, but she has closed out this rivalry with Alexa Grasso with about as many style points as she could produce. Valentina Shevchenko, 13th UFC win in what was her 11th straight title fight tonight.
That's pretty wild.
All right, what's coming up is brought to you by EA Sports UFC 5. Step into Sphere yourself after tonight's historic event in EA Sports UFC 5. All right, folks, you know what it is. This unforgettable night has a critical final act. Sean O'Malley has multiple Lamborghinis because he knocks people out. He is the standard at 135 pounds in 2024, a plus athlete, a near master of distance and range management, and he expects to find a knockout shot tonight. against the non-stop pressure game of Merab Dvalishvili. If this Spear show indeed is one of one, so too is this Georgian. He is all offense all the time, and if he can get that wrestling going early, the bantamweight throne could very well be sugar-free by night's end. Our championship main event coming up in a matter of moments from Spear in Las Vegas.
Jon Jones is the greatest of all time. He's beaten every human being he's ever competed against. He's the GOAT.
You cannot deny the greatness. We're taking out champion after champion.
Most championship wins in the history of this organization.
Avoided no one, dominated everyone.
The greatest of all time and the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
That certainly lays the foundation for a bout against the consensus greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic.
The knockout power is phenomenal, but it's the heart that this man has.
He really wants to go down as the best ever.
Stipe Miocic, come get a taste.
Jon Jones is back! The greatest mixed martial arts athlete we have ever seen. Stipe Miocic.
His success in the octagon has been nothing short of extraordinary.
I'll see you at the top. Iron Michael Chandler.
He is an absolute animal.
This guy has power for days.
Charles Oliveira.
The most decorated finisher in the history of the UFC.
Such a destructive force.
The world's most famous arena. Here we go.
All right, so there you have it, folks. The consensus greatest of all time. UFC heavyweight champion Jon Bones Jones will be back in defense of that title against Stipe Miocic. Coming up in mid-November from Madison Square Garden, you see Johnny Bones flanked by his brothers Arthur and Chandler here tonight at Sphere in Las Vegas. November 16th, Madison Square Garden. You gentlemen will be there. We got a main event. It's Jon Jones and Stipe, and hopefully on that date it will be done.
Hopefully. That fight has been a long time coming, and it's the fight that Jon wants. It's the legacy fight, the fight against the most successful heavyweight champion in the history of the sport, Stipe Miocic. And Jon Jones, the man who dominated the light heavyweight division, is now the heavyweight champion.
I think this is a fight that should happen. Look, if there are two guys that should get to choose each other, it's these two for the work that they've done. These guys have fought everybody over the course of their careers, and now they get to fight each other to see who's the best in the world today. Look, Stipe Miocic is getting overlooked. This man is not anyone to be overlooked. This is going to be a fantastic fight.
And you fought those guys 5 times, so if anybody can speak to it, it is you. Hi, Tom Aspinall. We love you, buddy. We love you, Tommy.
I would stay away from Tom Aspinall.
All right, Jon Jones and Stipe coming up November 16th. All right, now live from Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. It is time for the main event at Riyadh Season Noche UFC, presented by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC. All right, same game parlay, pretty simple. You take 3, 2, 4 bets from one game or fight. You combine them. This one, O'Malley on the money line. The fight to go over 3.5 rounds. And Sean to get it done by knockout or TKO. That's a 10-to-1 payout on DraftKings Sportsbook if you are so inclined. All right, these Bantamweight rankings are presented by V-Change. Be better, earn rewards for sustainable choices. Sean O'Malley has the target on his back. Merab Dvalishvili, on the strength of a 10-fight winning streak, is the #1 contender. Umar Nurmagomedov waiting in the wings. Tonight, though, it is O'Malley and Dvalishvili under the lights. But first, the final chapter of tonight's film reveals a vision of Mexico's future, where a city and civilization rooted in its rich heritage continues to evolve as its people carry their culture forward into eternity.
The Mexican fighting style is the legacy of warriors. We survive by never giving up. We triumph by always moving forward. Our fighting spirit transcends combat sports. We rise above adversity and we fight for a better tomorrow. On the foundation of history, we build the great society of our ancestral dreams. Our journey across time leads us to this moment. The torch is now ours to carry. The flame is our beacon, guiding us through uncharted territory. We are Mexico's eternal warriors. We will never stop fighting for the future of our people and for the fate of our nation. For Mexico, for all time.
Well, tonight has certainly featured a lot of pageantry, but the focus now centers on our chief order of business at this historic live event as a most worthy title challenger vies to shut down the Sugar Show.
It has been an expeditious rise to superstardom for the UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
When I was coming up in the sport, I wanted to do big things.
Sean O'Malley! It's the next champion of UFC, man. The Sugar Show, believe it.
I felt like it was inevitable for me to be where I'm at right now. Look at my highlight reels that I've been putting on since my debut.
Oh, the Sugar Show!
There is no one like Sean O'Malley.
He's got style, he's got charisma, determination, knockout power. He's the complete package.
If this kid can become champion, the whole sport will be turned on his head.
SportsCenter's top 10 plays coming in at number 1. Sugar Sean O'Malley knocks out Aljamain Hussein Sterling!
The future's right now. Oh! O'Malley trying to close it out here. That'll do it. The Sugar Show on top of the world.
This is just the beginning of the Sugar era. I've proven a lot, but the end goal wasn't to become champ. The end goal is to become the biggest combat sports athlete in history.
He is so driven to become the best to ever do it.
Sean is a good fighter, but for sure, I'm gonna take his belt.
There are few points of comparison to the Georgian Merab Dvalishvili.
I wanna fight Sean O'Malley since 2018. Sean O'Malley, keep smoking. I will keep training, and we'll see who's better. He never, ever wanna fight me because skill-wise, I'm the hardest